Welcome to Discover Your Purpose.
In this webinar, you will learn how to clear any blocks to knowing your life purpose. You may get some wake-up calls about your deeper purpose as a human being and some clues about your soul's ideal career. I'm Marco Ikwa, instructor of integrative quantum medicine.
And I'm Joe Janikoias, creator of the Freedom Code. We educate spiritual psychology, holistic health and healing, and life coaching at the University of Mount Shasta, also known as the IM University of Mount Shasta.
Are you willing to play full out with us to expand your potential?
Are you willing to feel your feelings? After educating and coaching people for decades, helping them change their lives for the better, we've noticed that people don't have much progress from just receiving information in their mind.
It is in the feeling the deepest truth within themselves that people make powerful life changes. It can happen in an instant.
Thus, we have designed this webinar to help you feel your deepest truth so you'll be inspired to make positive life changes.
You have the answers within you. This class will help you solve the riddle of where you should be placing your energy.
What kind of career path will be most fulfilling as well as profitable?
This webinar, like everything we do, will support your inner learning.
We cannot tell you what your unique purpose is because we're not you.
There's only one of you in the entire universe.
Let's make this clear. Your purpose is in you already.
It was hardwired into your etheric DNA before you were born.
Let's begin tapping into your soul's deep intelligence with a meditation. To enjoy this rejuvenation meditation, I invite you to get yourself comfortable and relaxed, yet awake in a quiet space. Close your eyes or keep them slightly open without focusing on anything. I'd like you to imagine you are sitting in a movie theater with the drama of your life playing on the screen. What are you concerned about? What situations have been reeling in your mind? Now notice your breath. Are you breathing shallow or deep? Now notice, what are you feeling? What's your feeling terrain? Is it more like joy, sadness, anger, or fear? Now in this movie theater, how close are you sitting in front of the screen? Are you sitting in the front row seats, in the middle area, or in the back? Now I invite you to stand up, turn your back from the screen of your life, and walk back toward the projector room. And as you walk away from your world, notice how the sounds are getting quieter and the movie picture getting dimmer. Now open the door of the projector room and step inside, where all you hear is the quiet hum of the projector. You can see now that what you've been playing was only one of thousands of movies. Feeling tired of seeing your old drama, you decide on watching something different. There are many choices, but for now, a movie reel that says rejuvenation seems appealing. You replace the movies, and a new scene appears. You just arrived at your favorite tropical beach. After long, weary travels, you collapse on the warm sand and relax. Nothing to do, no worries. Just feel the warm sun on your belly and chest. You realize you really need this vacation to rejuvenate yourself. So you decide to stay here as long as you need. You deserve this vacation. Allow your mind to vacate. Be undistracted awareness. Every time a thought comes up, just let it go on by, like those puffy clouds in the sky. Allow your feelings to move without adding more story to them. They're just thoughts and feelings. The only thing important now is no thing. Spaciousness. Pure awareness. Notice the deep stillness and relief of no longer having to play that old movie. You can just be here in the sunshine of your pure presence, completely removed from a world. You can create another movie later, but for now, allow yourself to be still in the absolute. You are undistracted, all-pervading beingness, awareness, bliss. For this moment, feel your I am. Take note of how the world suddenly disappears. Sometimes it happens so fast you're hardly aware of it. Your perspective of the world completely disappears when your awareness drops into the great I am. So for now, drop the world and feel the instant energetic relief. It's like your body can suddenly breathe again. Suddenly, when it drops away, the energy body goes, ah, I am. And that is the truth. That is what's real. Let me just rest in what is real. And forget about my self-consciousness that is always operational when it perceives the world. Let me drop beyond form, label, and other, and revel in the reality of being oblivious to the world and being aware of the God within me, the God essence within my I am. Let me be unrestricted. I am. Let it consume your attention. I am. Stop focusing altogether on visual perception and sense the deep I am. Feel the stability and the power that lies in that. You are still in the world, but you can choose how aware you are of it, how much credit, how much meaning you apply to the forms you perceive. You can be rested in a much more profound, stable space of I am, even while your body is interacting and playing in the illusion, the Maya, the form of God. The more you deepen this and understand this, the more you realize that there is no world. Only the I am appearing as all appearances. And then they are all one, inseparable. But first you have to get rid of the world or your perception of it, to notice the vast, bright, luminous awareness that is yourself, and rest in this space, undistracted. Give yourself permission to recharge, to plug back into the I am that I am. I know that I know. I am pure awareness. Drop into this. It's your only responsibility now. Just remain undisturbed by your own appearances and notice the space that remains. So powerful, so indestructible, so changeless, so beautifully vast. You are the eternal space, eternal consciousness. I am. Become quieter. Only that I am. Naked, pure awareness. Isness. Being. Existence. Relief. Great Spirit, I am.
How do you feel after that meditation? Some of you may have already received some insights about what your life purpose is. Please stop the webinar and jot down any clues that come to your mind.
So what is your purpose?
Most people feel like a deer in headlight when asked what their purpose is.
Most answer, I don't know.
What would our world be like if Jesus, Gandhi, Mother Mary, Mother Teresa, and other great saints didn't know their purpose?
The I don't know belief closes your crown chakra, your higher energy centers. It allows you to be wishy-washy, to be non-committed or committed to unhealthy directions or kind of lost.
We feel lost because we have lost connections with our soul's intelligence, our intuition.
Where does not knowing take us?
Those of us who refuse to listen to our inner purpose become conformists.
We go along with the status quo for approval, belonging, and money.
We submit to outer authorities instead of acting from our inner authority.
By being followers instead of leaders, our lives become constrained and compromised. Our uncertainty makes us inauthentic, impotent, and unfulfilled.
While overworking, trying to prove we are good enough, we become stressed, overwhelmed, and drained by the unfulfilling path of our own making.
Our free-spirited soul got trapped in a mental construct of who we should be.
We suffer because we forgot how to follow our heart along a more simple and direct path of fulfillment.
We forgot our authentic self already has it all.
We forgot how to trust ourselves.
We forgot our body's ability to heal and be whole.
We forgot our intuitive knowing of anything.
We forgot our unlimited ability to manifest whatever we need and desire.
Without spiritual connection, mental knowledge can be very divisive.
On the other hand, the intelligence of our heart knowledge finds acceptance and appreciation of all of our differences.
The authentic self is accepting of all realities and has access to all universal knowledge.
You have the ability to know yourself, the divine plan of your life, and how you're being guided in each moment.
What disconnects us from our inner knowing?
Fear disconnects us.
On a subconscious level, based on what happened before, many of us have been afraid of knowing our own ideas and sharing what we know with others.
We were shunned by our family, peers, society when we expressed our soul's brilliance. This may include being tortured and martyred in past lives.
So we learn to not go there, to not listen and share what we know to be true.
And many of us were taught we're not creative.
Were you shunned for your truth or told you are not creative?
Well, we have good news. Today, you can be safe to come out.
We are at a different time when you can relax and give yourself the time and space to know yourself.
You can come out of hiding with your authentic truth.
In a safe way, you can be seen, liked, and followed.
But to be honest, you probably won't have the courage to come out if you still carry emotional baggage.
We would like to share now some clues about your deeper purpose as a human being, the purpose we all share, but most people are not aware of.
This wisdom comes from the wisdom of thousands of people while on their deathbed.
Bronnie Ware is an Australian nurse who spent several years caring for patients in the last 12 weeks of their lives.
She put her observations into a book called The Top 5 Regrets of the Dying. Here they are.
The number one regret was, I wish I had the courage to live a life true to myself, not a life others expected of me. Bronnie said, this was the most common regret of all. When people realize that their life is almost over and look back clearly on it, it is easy to see how many dreams have gone unfulfilled. Most people had not honored even a half of their dreams and had to die knowing it was due to choices they had made or not made. Health brings a freedom very few realize until they no longer have it. Wynedale said, don't die with your music still in you.
The number 2 regret was, I wish I hadn't worked so hard. Bronnie said, this came from every male patient that I nursed. They missed their children's youth and their partner's companionship. Women also spoke of this regret, but as most were from an older generation, many of these female patients had not been breadwinners. All the men I nursed deeply regretted spending so much of their lives on the treadmill of work existence.
The number 3 regret was, I wish I had the courage to express my feelings. Bronnie said, many people suppress their feelings in order to keep peace with others. As a result, they settled for a mediocre existence and never became who they were truly capable of becoming. Many developed illnesses relating to the bitterness and resentment they carried as a result.
The number 4 regret was, I wish I'd stayed in touch with my friends. Bronnie said, often they would not truly realize the full benefits of old friends until their dying weeks, and it was not always possible to track them down. Many had become so caught up in their own lives that they had let golden friendships slip by over the years. There was many deep regrets about not giving friendships the time and effort that they deserved. Everyone misses their friends when they're dying.
Number 5 regret was, I wish I had let myself be happier. Bronnie said, this is a surprisingly common one. Many did not realize until the end that happiness is a choice. They had stayed stuck in old patterns and habits. The so-called comfort of familiarity overflowed into their emotions as well as their physical lives. Fear of change had them pretending to others and to themselves that they were content when deep within they longed to laugh properly and have silliness in their life again.
What's your greatest regret so far? And what will you set out to achieve to change before you die?
Pause the webinar to contemplate and journal what comes up in your consciousness.
What's your greatest regret so far? And what will you set out to achieve or change before you die?
Did this exercise give you more clues about your life purpose?
According to Joseph Campbell, to live your potential is to embark on your hero's journey. The hero's journey is a common story structure shared by the cultures worldwide, in which a character ventures into the unknown territory to retrieve something they need. Facing conflict and adversity, the hero ultimately triumphs before returning home transformed.
Sadly, most people do not follow their bliss to their hero's journey.
Your purpose is evolving. Your purpose in your 20s will likely not be the same purpose in your 50s because your values will have changed.
How are we evolving?
From doing a lot with minimum fulfillment and little impact to doing less with greater fulfillment and more impact.
For example, Enlightened masters seem to do very little besides sit still and talk if we are lucky, yet a great many people have healings, get fed, and charities are paid in their presence.
We are evolving from overdoing to being an enlightened, loving presence that transforms people's lives for the better.
Our highest purpose is to realize and share our authentic happiness.
Generally speaking, everyone's sole purpose is the same. It is to be authentically happy and help others be happy.
Our highest service is the demonstration of our happiness.
Most people have it backwards. Albert Schweitzer said, "Success is not the key to happiness. Happiness is the key to success."
Let's feel into your inner joy. We invite you now to relax and listen to the following music.
And as we practice this state of wholehearted grace, sensing waves of exhilaration with each new change, we savor the adventure, just as we would some ephemeral embrace. We slow down, we soften, we listen again. We take one deep breath. Never forget, you are here to take your soul family into your heart. Let their kindness burst within you like so many stars, and choose what you believe. Because what you believe becomes who you are. Let's welcome more sweetness into our hearts. Let's invite opportunities for uninterrupted thought. Let's go back to the beginning and stop fighting battles that never needed to be fought. Let's sit still. Let's tell stories, make art, and let go. Let's remind one another to love and to know that we are humbled yet worthy, stumbling and full of light. Let's amplify our connections to nature, to each other, to our own insights, so that when this road twists and some perception of failure seems to suddenly arise, we remember we are here together to shine one light. Take one deep breath.
Take a good deep breath. Then allow your exhale to drop out like a rock. I would like you to close your eyes. Allow your entire body to relax. On each exhale, imagine your thoughts and your feelings are dropping down your body, all the way down to the feet where they drain to the earth. And on your inhale, relax your belly, fully opening to the Great Spirit above, receiving the light above from the top of your head and down into your heart. Keep breathing slowly like this. Exhale all tension and opening to the great light of the universe on your inhale. Underneath the superficial reality, allow yourself to drop deeper. Like underneath a wavy ocean where there's just quiet and stillness. Now, notice your earliest happy memory when you were very young. Notice your surroundings. Who are you with? What is happening? Now notice more happy memories. Give yourself this gift. Focus on the good times. What made you laugh? How did you love to play? Where did you love going? Who did you play with? Notice the happy birthdays. The happy holidays. The adventurous vacations. What did you love to do? Who is with you? Just revel in these happy times. Let yourself be flooded with joyful memories.
Did you notice you are happiest when you felt most loved?
I believe it is a spiritual truth. We are as happy as we feel loved.
Thus, the purpose of our lives is to be great lovers of ourselves and others.
Imagine what your life would be like if you experimented and learned better and better ways to nurture yourself and others every day, week, and month for 2 years. This is what students experience at IMU in our Happiness Project.
You also get to study your unique life mission through several lenses, including numerology, astrology, human design, gene keys, color rays, tarot card reading, and spiritual channeling.
Eventually, students discover their particular niche, their favorite way of helping their favorite kind of clients.
One of the biggest clues of your higher purpose that makes a big impact is discovered from how you survived and healed the kind of trauma you had experienced in your childhood, so you can help other people get free of similar issues you have struggled with.
What additional clues did you receive about your purpose in this webinar? Pause the webinar to take these notes.
In case you feel drawn to help people who are suffering in a way that doesn't deplete you and pay well, we invite you to stay with us.
Today, there is much suffering and profound opportunity to make a difference and be financially rewarded.
We live in a sick society. Why?
30% of Americans are workaholics.
10% have alcohol or drug addictions.
Another 6% addicted to prescription drugs.
42% are obese.
Over 80% of men view pornography regularly.
1 in 6 women are raped.
Average length of life in the U.S. has declined the past few years, largely driven by overdose and suicide.
On average, there are 130 suicides per day.
Since COVID, over 20% of Americans suffer from anxiety.
And 20% suffer from depression.
Let's explore why we have such a sick nation by examining the core cause of disease. To take a pulse of your current beliefs, rate the options below from 1 to 8 what you believe to be the top causes of disease.
Viruses and other pathogens.
Environmental pollutants, including artificial EMFs, toxic electricity.
Genetic predisposition.
Karma.
Trapped emotions and negative beliefs based from trauma memories.
Disconnection from source, also called ego.
Being unloving with oneself and others.
As spiritual psychologists, we see all outer phenomena, including viruses, pathogens, pollutants, including toxic EMFs, and even karma, the law of cause and effect, as not cause, but triggers for disease to surface. All of these things can be overcome if one has an excellent connection to their source energy, which can be called God, the Great Spirit, or the love intelligence of the universe. Therefore, to us, the core cause of disease that disconnects us from our inherent perfection is trapped emotions and negative beliefs based from trauma memories. And when these negative emotions and beliefs are not released, we tend to be unloving towards ourselves and others. So being unloving towards ourselves and others can also be seen as a cause of our unhappiness and disease.
Of the 3 bodies, physical, emotional, and mental, it is the emotional body that usually drags behind the most, delaying a person's growth and fulfillment.
After working with thousands of clients, it's clear to us virtually all physical issues can be traced from buried emotions and irrational beliefs, causing energy disturbances in the body.
When we clear these disturbances, physical and emotional issues vanish, often immediately in one quantum energy healing session.
We would like you to consider becoming a holistic practitioner. Holistic practitioners treat the person on all levels of being: physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual.
Why become a holistic practitioner? Because today physical, emotional, and mental illness is rampant.
Mass fatalities are occurring after COVID vaccinations. It appears like a medical genocide of the human race.
Who really helps people heal and regain their immunity and sovereignty while the people have been betrayed by conventional medicine?
Holistic practitioners.
Who stands to gain the most financial opportunity while conventional medicine collapses?
Holistic practitioners.
So you may wonder, what is spiritual psychology?
It is a psychology that heals and empowers people to live their full potential.
It is taught by the most famous spiritual teachers like Oprah, Eckhart Tolle, Louise Hay, Neil Donald Walsh, Marianne Williamson, Deepak Chopra.
Yet it is not educated much in accredited colleges.
Spiritual psychology is how our inner love intelligence resolves various human issues.
We would also like you to consider becoming a holistic practitioner via the IM University of Mount Shasta's master's program in holistic health and healing, spiritual psychology, and life coaching.
Why? Because we educate you everything you need to know to be a proficient and prosperous healer, counselor, and coach.
It's 500 class hours of face-to-face practical learning methods.
And we have a lot of fun all the while.
Imagine 6 months from now, you're receiving testimonials and money from your holistic healing clients, whom you attract.
This is exactly what happened to all our students who follow our simple steps.
We design our programs so that all who apply themselves become paid holistic practitioners before they graduate.
Most importantly, students use their new skills to heal their own issues first.
At IMU, students also experience how their goals become realized with grace and ease as they clear their memories and learn how to be happier people.
We would be happy for you to attend our Quantum Healing Circle on Friday mornings at 10 a.m. Pacific Time, where you will experience getting free of whatever you find upsetting in your life.
You're also welcome to receive a free 40-minute discovery session to see if I Am You is a good match for your career goals. Thanks for joining us. Love and blessings from Mount Shasta.